Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. This afternoon, we have another installment of our Pentaforce tournament featuring TruantGamer and BeeTeas, or Bresticle, is he's otherwise known. With me, I have Country Guy. How you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you. And since we're doing a loser's bracket, one person gets to go on and one person gets to go home at this point, correct?
That is right. Same rules as the other stages in the brackets. We have our second quest overworld, second quest enemies, so we gotta look out for blue bubbles, super ropes, red bubbles, and those stealthos shooting sword beams. In addition, there's plus or minus 4 enemy HP. The dungeon labels will not be visible, so we will play this tournament's favorite game of Name That Level. We got foreskin and important items can be in level 9, etc., etc.
And of course, old favorites such as shuffle locations and randomized secret values and shop prices, so we can compare versus vanilla and see if these guys are going to be broke or going to be kind of wealthy. We'll see.
And second quest overworld means there's just one large secret. So hopefully it's going to be nice.
Correct, but that also does increase the importance of the power bracelet and the recorder, as there are more overworld locations for each in this particular map.
Yep, and you cannot forget about those 2 ladder required spots over on the river up by the Lost Hills.
I've always thought that that was mean. I feel like they were breaking rules when they came up with that idea.
Definitely a pair of spots that are easy to forget about and not check until the very end.
Chat brings up a good point where BT seems to have a very large advantage at this point.
Yes,
what can we say? We're up to 13 hearts on BT's side, so qualified for that magic sword, and most of the Triforce at this point. I think he's going for extra credit. He's going 100% route and to make sure Truant can have a chance to catch up a bit.
And BeeTeas is just practicing here in some vanilla. Try to take out this manhandle. Oh, I guess he's not taking out manhandle. Never mind.
Taking out the wall. But can he defeat the lag?
We should be getting started in just a minute or two. Meanwhile, BeeTeas will show off some of his combat skills.
Yeah, with the plus or minus HP, I mean, combat's going to be kind of a wild card, because we could get really mean dark nuts, really easy whiz robes, even just super durable super ropes. So it's going to be interesting to see what that rolls out to be. It does look like TruantGamer and BT does have some history based on our file names over here.
Yeah, I don't have an SRL account, so I can't check the history of these 2 runners. But from Truant's file names, I'm guessing they've raced a few times.
Yep, and it looks like BT got the signal, so we're going to go ahead and get them over to the seed and up and running. We should be on our way shortly.
Any guesses on where our start screen is going to be tonight?
I have to say the last couple that I've personally done have been in the dead woods near the bottom left-hand corner. So let's say that they're going to have the same start there.
Not the nicest spot. I always like to see them right around vanilla level 1. Very centralized, can lead to an early route divergence.
Better at the raft spot. Yeah, I mean, level 1, you're going to be able to progress in every direction, be close to Candle Row, get to the coast, at least you get some free information, see if that ladder is going to be good for a world wrap, or just a special visit, or just another thing you give up.
Got someone in the chat guessing it's going to be the open cave south of the desert.
We do have easy start shuffle on, so we're not going to get anything too heinous, but we could still be out of the way and have an unfortunate death cost a lot of time on the overworld.
Yeah, I believe the easy start will exclude Death Mountain, I think most of the graveyard locations as well.
And overworld enemies are shuffled, so, you know, with the easy start shuffle, you have chances to escape if you happen to start near a lot of Lionels, for example.
Or Lionel's not so bad. It's the Wizrobes and the Darknuts on those narrow screens that can really troll you.
Yeah, not much room to
Lionels are
dodge, and these runners will not take the time to get the magical shield. At least 9 times out of 10 they won't.
And looks like we are off northwest of Vanilla Start, and there's the magical sword.
Alrighty, well, we are at least 9 hearts away from, or 7 hearts away from looking at that, so why don't you go ahead and tell us what they're looking for right at the beginning?
Well, so at the beginning here, we are guaranteed to find the wooden sword in one of the open caves around Hyrule. The vanilla start screen holding our medium secret at 39. Vanilla price being 30. That's not too shabby.
That's a markup of 30%.
Yeah, so early game, they're going to be checking out the open caves looking for the wood sword. Additionally, most runners will prioritize the Armos statues. Random item will be placed under one of those, I think it's 5 spots.
Yep, I think it's about 5, and we do have a level already on TruantGamer coming in right at the top, so we got a lot of options. We'll play the Guess a Dungeon game here pretty soon.
I'm going to guess it's level 8.
I'll be nice and say 2. I don't know if that's already disqualified, but we are in a straight line so far, with 1 going off to the west.
I think the northern location of that entrance will dictate that it's level 8. Not 100% on that, though.
Yeah, we already got a room to the right there, and we got a ladder block and key block, so I think we're going to get a quick... no, diving back in, so let's see. Just a room full of red bubbles, so you're not going to dig much farther than that.
BeeTeas playing a little gambling game, not lucky.
It's also worth pointing out that nobody can actually read the hints or anything until the book is found, so everybody's just going to be losing their stuff until we know what they're talking about.
Oh, the lag. Alright, so the... Ooh, nice cheap bombs at 11.
Yep, normally 20, so...
It looks like the Western Armos statues do not hold our item.
No, and so far the Death Mountain hasn't turned up anything either, so we're probably going to be heading up to the mountains here in a little while once they can route that in.
Looks like TruantGamer is going to check out the southwest corner, not the easiest spot to get into.
No, but you get Vanilla 3, and then you get the lower left-hand corner, and there's really not a lot of good times that you can check for it, so let's see what we got.
Yeah, ideally, you'd have... Oh, there's the wood sword.
Worth
there
it.
we go. But ideally, you want to check the dead woods when you have a candle.
Yeah, so you don't have to come back twice. However, you know, getting the sword right here, while it doesn't give you a whole lot of overworld, it gives you a lot of more breathing room.
But it will lead TruantGamer back into this blueberry level.
We'll find out if we get some super keys or if we get some nice keys, and if we get some nice keys, then maybe the boomerang can be of at least a little value if they find it early enough.
There are those red bubbles on BT's side.
Yeah, we're most likely an 8.
We hit those.
Yeah, and he tried to bomb south out of that room, so I think your first guess was right with thinking this is 8. So we'll see how we do.
But those keys are not nice, and here's the map. Yep, it is level 8.
Confirmed. Nice. Still got a ladder block, though, so let's see if he... and a key block, so let's see if he can bomb into that room instead. And BT's going to pick up his sword as well.
Nice, so less than 5 minutes in, and both our runners armed with the sword and a pack of bombs.
Nice. So yeah, we got 2 HP keys, but we did get around that key block, so let's see how much farther he can get. And hopefully he doesn't lose his sword here, but these are the nice World 1 bubbles, so a little bit friendlier. Single block room.
Ooh, and BeeTeas has found the take any's, the first one being in that southwest corner.
Then we go straight southeast, so that's going to open up a lot of opportunities. Who's going to bomb the coast while he's here? Why not?
Yeah, well, unfortunately, that take any kind of put him on the opposite side of the bushes where he wanted to be. And without a candle, he can't open it back up. Finds a secret down here. Ooh. It's not terrible, not what you really want to see. 8 rupees from the small.
No, that's only a minus 20%, so we're still up compared to vanilla.
TruantGamer has found this is now the 3rd staircase. This will hold an item, and it is the raft.
Well, you got 2 locations out of that.
And there is one more item here somewhere in level 8.
Yep, so we're going to be looking for another staircase at some point.
Nice. BeeTeas gets a lucky bomb drop off that blue octo and finds the cheap meat shop over there on the coast, and the coast item is the boomerang.
I think that was magical, looked like, so all the scrap metal fans can rejoice that it's never going to be seen this game.
Yeah, probably not. But look at that, those Zols go down in one hit. Nice possible bomb dropping enemy.
Yeah, and we circumvented that ladder block, so let's see what else we got.
Ooh, and look at that, the book is our armmost item there on the coast on BT's side. That will open up all the hints for these flags. The old men are just speaking gibberish. I think we saw one of those hints on TruantGamer's side. Until you have the book.
Oh, and there's level 9 under the Armo statue. Pretty close to... Well, I don't know if we're near another warp point, but not too far away that we can't get there.
Yeah, it's at least nice to find early. Not gonna have to be searching. BT's doing some more gambling. Still not having any luck, though.
Yeah, just a small reward that time for Vegas strats.
If you're, you know, under 50 or so, I'd say it's not too bad of a play.
I found the door repair, forgot to see how much that costs, but it's a short message, so people can't just nope out of that. But still enough left over for cheap bombs. So BT's going to do some more exploring on the overworld up in the northeast corner here. I believe Truant's still looking for that second item, which could be in here, I believe.
So that vanilla letter cave held our one of our blue candle shops at 65, not a terrible price. Could pick that up with 2 medium secrets.
Yep, and only 5 more than vanilla, so not so bad.
And the blue ring did roll vanilla, though. TruantGamer taking a death here in level 8. Still looking for that second item.
Kind of tough enemy set with the gorillas there, throwing things in his face, so that'll be interesting. He's going back in for it, so might as well, since he got...
And BeeTeas has found the hint to level 9, of course, right after he found it.
That's always how it works. So, you think we're in 6 right now? On BT side?
I believe we're on level 1. Oh, no, we are not in level 1. Never mind. Yeah, it might be level 6. The levels 1 through 4 do not have transport staircases.
The only key so far in this dungeon is stuck on the T room, so BT's making a decision here.
From chat, they're thinking this is level 5 that BT's is in.
Well, if we find a map or a Triforce, we'll find out. Got some beefy Gibdo this time around, I believe.
Yeah, usually in vanilla there's 7 hit points. Blue Moblin's also a little beefy.
So it looks like we're going to have to come back to level 8 later, potentially for the Triforce, but maybe for that second item, so we'll see when we come back around to that.
Yeah, it's pretty close to their starting location, so that'll once they have either a ladder or maybe some more keys, they'll be digging that out.
Another small secret of BeeTeas as he's getting closer to the waterfall on the vanilla white sword location.
More gambling, and oh, he won that one. Nice.
And he gave it all back.
Yeah.
And a nice turnaround damage boost up the staircase there.
TruantGamer should be finding, he'll check out this coast item first, but then he'll be wrapping around and he'll pick up his book.
Looks like we found the large secret on top of the waterfall. Only, what was that, 88? I think, 86?
Yeah, 86 according to chat, so not too good. They'll have to manage their money carefully.
Yeah, minus 14 on that one, but with 7 secrets at plus 9, we're rolling about average, all things considered. Especially with the cheap bombs, we're not exactly at a premium for some important utility items.
Yes, it does not look like Truant has prioritized his raft.
No, it's kind of hard to. I mean, the coast location's a bit out of the way, and then, you know, until you get the candle to start doing Candle Row and everything in the middle, you know, why attack the middle right away?
BeeTeas in level 8 now. He'll be grabbing this raft and maybe that second item.
Yeah, I forget what stopped Truant. I think I wasn't paying attention at the time, but speaking of, Truant also picked up his book from the Armo statue, so he will now be able to read all the hints.
And he was unable to read a couple hints here in level 8. And he finds the hint shop. Here we go. Unable to buy that. These are expensive hints, yuck. Step over the water to reach the recorder. Alright.
So these guys know how to clip, but we're most likely going to need a ladder here to get to the recorder. BeeTeas goes down to a banana. Oh well.
Truant did up an A to get back some of his money, but he only purchased that one hint so far as I saw.
Yeah, he's probably going to hope for a couple rupee drops on the way back so he can buy that expensive one. Not so lucky this time.
And step over to reach the magic boomerang. We knew that, though.
Yeah, and I don't think Truant did, though. I don't think he's checked out the coast item yet, so he should be able to decipher the meaning of that clue eventually.
Still no take any caves, so we don't have any candles. So I guess BeeTeas could purchase a candle if he wants.
BeeTeas getting his raft, so 2 more options open for them.
Looks like the door repairs are 18, I believe.
Yeah, 2 less than vanilla, so it's ever so slightly favorable for rupee count so far.
Looks like Truant is headed over towards the Lost Hills. He'll find that level 5.
No keys yet, so he won't be able to do much more exploring than BeeTeas did.
Here's level 9 for him. Oh, never mind. That Tektite took him out.
Have to come all the way back just to find that out, but we'll see if he backtracks straight to that point or chooses a different direction.
Looks like he's headed right back over.
Fair enough. I mean, if you already planned out that route, you might as well complete it before you come up with a new one.
Creeps close to start. So that will probably either be the burn bushes or a couple of those bomb spots or the power bracelet.
Oh,
Mike likes rolled 10, I believe. I think that's 1 above their vanilla.
All right. I got another bomb shop on the coast that's appropriate, all things considered. What you need to see everything there. And I think he's zeroing back in on that Armo statue, so hopefully he'll be able to find that we've got level 9 right over there. A little revenge on the Tektites.
Dongo dwells on Death Mountain, level 2 up on Death Mountain, requiring a pack of bombs.
Truant gets his level 9, so moving on.
A little surprised he didn't up an A to fill his art count back up.
And well, that's why Truant had to stop over at 8, because we were ladder blocked at the Chevy room. So BT also nopes out and is looking for the next objective.
Yeah, looks like he's headed over towards the graveyard. Or maybe, yeah, he's gonna head down to the south and taking these somewhere.
Now we got another warp location south of a fairy fountain, and then all the way in the southwest corner. So 2 of those warps pretty close to each other. And all in the south.
Unfortunately, none over up on Death Mountain. Gonna have to take a trek to get over to that level 2 spot.
No, maybe I misremembered, but one's up in the northeast corner. So we've got northeast, southeast, and southwest, and then kind of south central. So nothing up in Death Mountain.
And there we got our first candle pickup on BT's side at 17.5 minutes in.
Yep, so lots more overworld opening up. Maybe he'll find himself some hearts or some dungeon locations, and we'll be able to get going. Speaking of which,
I believe this should be level 6, unless there's a couple levels over by vanilla start.
I think you're going to be right, but let's see. We got 3 wide, and we got kind of expensive bomb upgrade right there.
Yep, not going to be coming back for that.
It's pretty close to start,
wow.
So we'll see.
Those red darknets going down in one swing of the sword.
That's what you like to see.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that even if they did roll to 0, that you couldn't use the boomerang. Not 100% though.
I think they're programmed to have immunity from the boomerang. So yeah, I don't think that 0 HP dark nuts would crumble to that.
It must be really nice to see them just disappear like that after one hit. Ooh, but that blue one, not so nice.
No, unfortunately not. So instead we got TruantGamer getting another one, and in the forest.
Yep,
that's old news.
He finds a staircase here.
Another one. Dendongos apparently do not care about walls.
Nope. I think they took some lessons from those blue whiz robes.
And another staircase.
Back staircases. Alright, just gotta dodge these blue darkies.
Although he didn't check the other side of the transport staircase, and it might have been the other side to that.
Yeah. Wow.
Thanks, Rando. So what were we thinking? We're still thinking 5 on Truant's side there, since we're looking at that dungeon before?
Yeah, it's I'm pretty sure it can't be level 7. And it has a transport. So it has to be 5 through 8. You know where 8 and 6 are.
Oh, it gets
and
popped.
Another ugly room here in what we think is level 6 on BT's side. Chock full of these blue dark nuts and not a lot of room to dodge.
No, and still at minimal defense here, so making good use of iframe so to get out of those narrow corridors.
Absolutely.
And no bombs for crowd control either, so you need to be full health to even take one bot. Like so.
And welcome to the commentator's curse.
Pack a lunch.
BeeTeas is gonna nope out for now. Let's see if there is another level around here somewhere.
Just more money.
He is useful. That puts him one step closer towards that bomb upgrade. And, you know, if it does roll low, like, you know, the minimum 2 bomb upgrade, he can always, because it's so close to start, he could up an A and get his money back. If it turns out not to really be worth it.
Oh, we finally got a take any, so there's a heart.
Can't get a candle out of that cave.
We're gonna
look on the raft spot.
Yep, vanilla 4. Let's see what we get here.
Just a key shop. 89 rupees. Not terrible. Not really good though either.
Not great. I mean, obviously they would love to find themselves an any key at any time here. Not necessary, but boys would make life easier. I think BeeTeas is trying to force a bomb drop there, but he gets one anyway, so there we go.
And unfortunately, you can't force a bomb drop without bombs.
Yeah, I realized he just picked up his only ones there, so it's 8th enemy has the bomb, I believe that's the memeable hint there.
10th enemy has the bomb.
Darn. Alright, well, oh no, I mean, you passed my test. Checking out more candle spots near Vanilla 1, and has to pay up. Nope, just ha. And Truant gets his candle too.
That will offer them up to 4 available overworld hearts.
More hints, we can afford all of them.
Well, one at a time.
And more stuff he already knew.
Chat pointing out that that is the 3rd step over the water hint that we found, so there's at least 3 items that are blocked by the ladder.
And BT turned down the ladder over by the graveyard right now, so either confidence or we got a plan.
It is possible that he just doesn't want to clutter up his inventory for selecting between items.
Perhaps, but potions do have the extra value of recovering your sword if you're cursed by a red bubble, so it does have a little bit more utility, even in low health seeds so far.
TruantGamer finds the 2nd bomb upgrade here in this level west of level 8.
Yeah, they're putting them right into right near the entrances of the dungeons.
Block.
Maybe we can work around that. Let's see.
Maybe level 4?
Unless we start at the nose of 7.
shoot.
Oh, it's a good thing that he didn't have the key, or otherwise he would have walked in the wrong direction there.
Oh, and takes a bop from that red bubble. So he will lose the ability to swing his sword without doing one of, I think it's 5 things. He can visit a fairy fountain, which I believe he's headed north to do now. And then he could also drink a potion, or hit a blue bubble, or up and A and save the game.
So it's just as well we had a fairy fountain. Yes. And I thought we were going to get a high five there for a second, but he's not digging back in, so we're going to check some more candle spots instead. And he gets rewarded with a heart.
2 taking these under burn bushes.
BT doing some nice dodging around those red bubbles.
So it looks like chat has confirmed this is level 7. We have the 4 largest levels found, along with level 9.
It's good to know where they are, but since we haven't seen Death Mountain yet, we're gonna hope that ladder is going to be in one of these early dungeons here.
Yeah, we do know that the ladder, or not the ladder, level 2 is somewhere up on Death Mountain. So we do know where 5 levels are.
And lots of dig doggers to give the recorder some usage once we step over the water to find that. Dodongos are what they eat as they drop some bombs. Nope, no staircase there. Gotta keep digging 7.
And a 3rd take any, or no, that's TruantGamer's first one. Never mind.
Yep, so TruantGamer's gotten 2 of them. BeeTeas has had 1. And no Triforces yet, 27 minutes in, so let's see what the next play is as BeeTeas continues to dig this dungeon. Oh, and there's a good old Triforce.
Speak of the devil. But I have seen seeds where, 40, 50 minutes in, people maybe have a Triforce, then, boom, 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 just knock it out pretty quickly here.
Yeah, sometimes you just need the tools. BT's not going for the Triforce yet, still wants to dig a little bit harder and see if we can get an item out of this big old dungeon.
Sure, trying to get this screen scroll. We'll find a hint shop under the forgotten spot.
Zelda's room just has some red bubbles.
BT's finding that. No money on Truant's side to buy those hints.
And the old man is shaming us millennials for not needing hints.
Hey, I am a proud member of Generation Oregon Trail. Thank you very much.
Oh yeah, many a 2nd through 5th grade school day spent getting dysentery.
Alright, so we have BT's on the board. First Triforce in hand. He's actually gonna jump back into level 7.
And the white sword item is a heart container, attainable with 5 hearts.
Not the best white sword item, but nice to have it out of the way, knowing that, it's not recorder blocked or power bracelet blocked, and holding a more important item like the bow or silvers.
We've got more ladder blocks in 7, so this ladder is going to be really important here. I hope they can dig one up here pretty soon.
BT's has a gut feeling that there's something here in level 7 that he wants.
Kind of a tough play. I mean, he has done about half the dungeon at this point, but with such a big dungeon, the choice becomes, do you just kind of cut your losses and find something easier, or do you just go all the way with this one and hope that you can get what you need before you get totally blocked. And Truant decided to get that letter, whereas BeeTeas did not, so that's one divergence in strategy right now. Nope, wrong grave location there. We're in Overworld 2.
Yep, and I'm gonna guess that Truant's gonna maybe make a play for Death Mountain here. Ooh, look
nice.
at that. Red ring.
So instead of 4 hearts, he effectively has 16 hearts at this point.
He can take 4 bear hugs from Ganon before he is squished to death.
It also takes a potential need for rupees off the board, because with those bomb upgrades so close to the entrances of those dungeons, there's no chance that they're ever going to save up for a blue ring now, or at least BT won't at this point.
Second take any cave.
Yep, so he could get the white sword item if he chooses to go to Death Mountain, but right now he is very healthy at effectively 20 hearts.
Like he might be headed towards that hint cave.
Yeah, I don't think he checked the raft spot either. I think that was Truant, right?
Yeah, or I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, the raft spot. Yep, that was Truant.
Oh, I always get turned around with the 2 lakes. I don't know why you think I'd be better at that by now.
And BT's finding the white sword hint.
That would have been old news for Truant, but something new for BT, so he's probably still going to dig for Death Mountain anyway. There's so many spots over there.
And I'm not sure if BT's was able to read that full hint. He kind of noped out of that a little quick, but
it might have been the repeat of the magical boomerang one, because that hint was up here twice so far.
Well, pretty sure the hints never duplicate. I believe one of those was for the regular boomerang, Lord Banana. The second one being for the magical boomerang.
Boomerang says hogging the spotlight tonight.
Just happens that they're both ladder blocked.
BT's taking the time to clear out that screen and gets rewarded with some bombs.
Now it looks like BT's is making a play for the eastern raft spot over here.
Might as well, because you know, the seed steered us towards the raft so early that if you're going to walk this way, you might as well check it out.
And I think this just about clears out the eastern half of the map for BT's.
Yeah, I don't think he's checked the coast item yet, so I don't know if that's going to mean he's going to go all the way around the coast, or... No, I guess...
I'm pretty sure he's seen it. You definitely want to try to route that in before, let's say, 20 minutes or so. You know, unless you just have, you know, combat to take out levels and whatnot. TruantGamer getting that large secret here. He's going to save. Or if he's going to make a play for the other hints that he was unable to purchase earlier.
We have found a couple potion shops too, so I don't know if that's going to be on his priority list or not. So, now I'm saying it out loud. I don't quite remember if we've seen a potion shop.
We've seen a couple. Those are the blank ones. Just has a red Octorok in it. But without the letter, it can't really... It's less apparent without the letter. TruantGamer narrowly getting into this hint cave. Leok returns with the raft.
Oh boy.
Game. Oh, and it looks like BT's is making the Death Mountain play, starting with the eastern half.
And Truant's getting his money back, since he's getting some old information, so full refund demanded.
And BT's finds a level up here. Is this level 2?
It's 3.
And it's level 3. Alright, so Death Mountain holds 2 levels up here at least. And that's an ugly shoot room.
Oh yeah. No, what? And unless you candle abuse, it's going to be kind of hard to walk through that red bubble there.
Well, it's not so much hard to walk through the red bubble, but you don't want to. Ooh, level 3 has the bow.
So if BeeTeas keeps digging here, he's going to find himself a nice reward.
And the Dodongo dwells with the wand. So that is all 6 of our purchasable hints.
And, well, we've declared that 2 and 1 are going to be over on Death Mountain. We've got a wand and...
And also the bow.
Right.
Truant doesn't know where level 3 is, but he knows he wants to find it.
And we might have a ladder block on that bow, too, since we can't get to that northern tip of level 3.
I missed that. So where is this ladder?
No hints as of yet for that.
Yep. Boomerang, also ladder blocked.
BeeTeas confirms he does not need that room, so we leave, and, well, this might be a ladder. Just some blue gorillas in the way.
It cannot be the ladder.
Or staircase, rather, I meant.
Here. Oh, okay. Yep. Staircases do have ladders in them. Just not the ones we're looking for.
No. But it's not that room, so we're going to try to aim ourselves at the southern wing here if we can. And gets bopped.
So I am a little surprised that Truant did not save his money down to 20 rupees.
And he's got the letter too, so he can get some more mileage out of that cash.
Going for the take-innies. Where is he headed?
And Goma creeps with the red candle.
Alright, so level 6. Not necessary.
And BeeTeas is rewarded with the bow. So northern wing there is not necessary, as he can go and clear out this room for his Triforce, I believe.
Yep, and there we go.
What an efficient room.
So BeeTeas, I believe, knows that Dodongo is somewhere up here.
And level 2 is always nice to find too, since it's a relatively small dungeon with a floor item instead of a staircase item, so...
Ooh, any key. I think this is level 5?
Yeah, I wasn't quite paying attention to which color scheme corresponded with what, but he was up in that part of the map when he started dungeon diving, so that would make a lot of sense.
And BeeTeas finds the White Sword Cave. That's a hint we already knew. Well, level 1 and level 4 are still unknown. We do know that level 2 is somewhere up on Death Mountain here.
And, well, actually no, because we know that the magical boomerang is on the raft spot, or the ladder spot, so we're not in danger of level 1 having both boomerangs.
Here we go.
Is this going to be our level 2, or Oh, we're looking for 1 or 4, right?
Yeah, I don't think that can be level 2.
No, that looks more like the eagle to me, but we're gonna have a map here real soon. Yep, that's level 1.
Alright, so we got 2 items in here.
And a staircase with whiz robes. BeeTeas is rewarded with a power bracelet off of that stair item, so that's going to increase some overworld exploration for them coming up. Unfortunately, no any key for BeeTeas, so it's going to have to start clearing out some rooms and hope he gets a key. Even with the red ring, these blue whiz robes can give you the business pretty quickly, so we still need to be careful over here on BeeTeas' side as he's about a hit away and down he goes. That's unfortunate. Fortunately, it's a small dungeon, so he might just go back to where he was and try again. And we got a bunny room and no arrows, so he's gonna have some fun time cutting these down to progress through level 1. Meanwhile, Truant's still working on level 5, so let's see if he can get that finished up.
He's fallen a little bit behind, as BeeTeas is up to 2 Triforces, working on the 3rd.
True, and we do have the shutter door here, so he would have had to clear out this room anyway, but if this doesn't have a key, the any key might have a pretty decent advantage in a sort of equalizer fashion here.
And Handela.
Yes,
it's not beefy.
Yeah, vanilla health or less. So while the bow wasn't ladder blocked, we still haven't located a compass, triforce, or that second item yet. So on BT's side.
And that will be a floor drop item, either free on the floor or after clearing some enemies out. Oh, there's the ladder.
Excellent. Just sitting right there for the taking. Right next to Triforce, too. What a perfect opportunity. Nice little tutorial room for the ladder in case you didn't know how to use it.
Very quick finish up to level 1 as TruantGamer is headed that direction. That ladder, you know, completely opens up the seed as they've found at least 5 levels. BeeTeas has found the bow.
And he knows where level 9 is, so 2 more Triforces and the Silvers, and we're on our way.
Yep, so unless the Silvers are somewhere deep in level 4...
Alright, new dungeon for BTs, and doesn't want to spend a key right away unless we're gonna just open it up with the screen glitch here. No more gambling this late in the seed.
Well, not with 120 rupees. That is bomb upgrade territory.
Alright, so we're just looking for a floor drop, I believe, because this is going to be our level 2, I believe.
Yep, pretty sure this is level 2.
You don't want to clear out a Patra right now, but he does have the red ring. And a mugger. And he keeps his money.
Yeah, money's more value to him at this point, especially with that red ring.
And they do know where the magic sword is, but yeah, that's kind of a luxury for these runners at this point. So many bunnies. I wish the silvers were in here. Ooh. BeeTeas is going to sword workout here in this dungeon, but let's see if these squishy whiz robes will drop the item for him. Nope.
So at about 46 minutes in, we do know most of the items here. Level 1 had the ladder and the power bracelet. Level 2, via a hint, has the wand. Level 3 holds the bow. Level 5, the inning key. Level 6, also via a hint, holds the red candle. Level 7 holds the red ring. And level 8 holds the ladder. Our most item being our book, the coast item being the blue boomerang. So yeah, just missing a handful of items.
And the white sword item was that heart container, so with 4 items and 4 locations, we're at a 50-50 shot of silvers being in level 9, I believe.
That sounds correct to me. Yeah, but we do know 2 items are ladder blocked, so those could be the second item in level 8, that was ladder blocked. TruantGamer getting some old news, Sail not to save the princess.
Yeah, he's personally discovered that. So at this stage of the game, I mean, we only got a wooden sword, and we do have the books, which is going to explode those magic wand shots. See the wand on the ground, pick it up?
No, boomstick I believe is not on. But you definitely want to pick up the wand if you find it, even with the book. Adds the 2 HP for its swing. If you can manage to hit both the wand and the sword on a single frame, you add both of those damages together. But BeeTeas now up to 4 Triforces. Don't believe he found the wand.
No, and I forget if you read that hint. Do you recall?
I believe that was TruantGamer who found or purchased all the hints. So he's gambling here.
Ironic, since he stopped gambling.
Gamble is never over in Randomizer.
Well, time is the most precious resource, so he's protecting his rupees potentially more in his time, but we'll see. We'll see how it pays off.
Up to 176. These. BeeTeas has plenty of options for his final Triforce piece.
Yeah, it looks like he just wanted to cross another power bracelet spot off of his list, and does so.
Like he's headed into level 6. Might purchase that early bomb upgrade. Nope, passing level 6. Where is he headed?
Going up to 5, maybe? That's a long walk when he could take the warp roads, but he might be heading to the warp roads at this point.
Oh, he's checking off these power bracelet spots. Looks like he might want to find level 4.
Well, it's still a question mark for us, so that might be the right play here.
I mean, at this point, I think he has all the knowledge that we have, minus a hint or two.
Oh, and speaking of hints, I just remembered that they said step over the water for the recorder, so that should be over on Death Mountain somewhere, right?
Well, it could be in level 9, it could be the second item in level 8, or it could be somewhere in 4. But BeeTeas? Do we have 5 Triforces? No.
Yeah, maybe he just had a brain fart on that one and was making a play for 9 there real fast.
Yep. Another possibility is perhaps he's played some of the Elite 8 flags, which is a random Triforce. But I imagine he was thinking that he would have jumped in there as soon as he found it. It looks like he is doing some more power bracelet spots and cleaning up the overworld. Might be heading into 5 for that final Triforce, but he is going to purchase some arrows.
Still within striking distance of that bomb upgrade if we don't have to pay any more door repairs, so not a bad play, especially with all the bunnies running around right now.
The only other thing he might want to purchase is if he runs into that bait block somewhere in level 9. I don't believe we found it anywhere else.
Not as of yet, no.
Will be nice, as chat points out, if he can find this any key. Will be a sigh of relief as he's down to 1 single key, and we'll probably have to spend it here.
Yeah, he's been playing pretty close to 0 this whole seed here for keys, so getting the any key would, yeah, just open him up completely there.
TruantGamer still on the hunt for the wand and the Triforce.
Now, since he's got the any key, he might run into that wand here, since he'll be a little less choosy about what rooms he walks into.
Pretty sure BeeTeas cleared, 90 to 95% of this level.
And there were a lot of pulse voices in some of those rooms, which is just a whole lot of time to spend clearing a room with a wood sword.
Or it could be this patcher right here. Without a red ring, it's certainly going to be more difficult. That actually might be why he went out and purchased that potion.
Looks like it's about vanilla Patra as far as I can tell.
Yeah, I don't know the hit points of Patra. Unable to make it past.
It always just feels like too much.
But Truant's gonna save and nope out of there for now. Little unfortunate. I think he should have stuck around for that Triforce at least.
Okay, so he's still got 0 Triforces on the board, so I don't know if he's just going to look for an easy one, just so we can kind of cross something off of his list, or where we're going to be at for him.
I thought he picked one up at level 3, maybe.
No, we got an empty Triforce holder on his side there. And of course, BT's racking up the keys probably just in time to get that any key, so might as well maximize the irony while you're doing that.
We know where Gleok returns. We want to know what Gleok returns with. TruantGamer filling up his life at the fairy fountain there. He's gonna jump into level 8, 7 here. It's level 7, which holds our red ring.
Be a nice find, especially if I remember correctly, that was right next to the Triforce of the level. It's just well into the level.
He's just tanking these blue dark nuts.
Yeah, using some tile seam strats here sometimes, other times just going in pretty aggressively.
It gets a fairy and down to 1. And gets it. Truant gets a nice clock drop off those Guria. As BeeTeas not able to get those kills off the Dongos there, but he is going to find his any key. So he's a Triforce and Silver Arrows away from go mode.
That's going to make Ganon's castle a whole lot easier. I mean, he's got a ton of health. Not the best offense, but exploration and defense will get you a long way.
And at 56 minutes in, he's got to be a little nervous about where TruantGamer is at this point. Because if someone had managed to make a early play up onto Death Mountain and, jump into level 1, grab the ladder, get the wand at a level 2, they would be in a pretty nice spot.
Yep, but as it is, BeeTeas maintains a 4 to now 1 Triforce lead on Truant as he finally scoops up his first Triforce in 7.
Looks like he did not find that red ring though.
Nope, and he's looking for Triforces, not items, so now we're back in 8.
Does he have the bow?
No. According to our tracker, no. But I don't believe he's even been into 3 yet.
Yeah, no, he just found the hint that the bow is in level 3.
BeeTeas needs to be a little careful here.
Rope drops his compass, so that'll tell him exactly where that Triforce is.
And 2 up.
TruantGamer continuing to dig this level 8, wants to find the second item here. Pretty sure we were completely blocked off from the bottom 4 spots.
Yes, as rafts are unsuitable for crossing small bodies of water, and we're recorder blocked for that Triforce.
Interesting. Alright, so BeeTeas needs to look elsewhere. He headed into level 6 now. We have a high 5 on this blue mob on the screen.
I think we got Truant going back to 5 at this point.
Does look like it. Check off some of these power bracelet spots, maybe hoping to find level 4.
That's reasonable, but this recorder might end up becoming pretty important here if 4 has silvers, and we need to use recorder to get in the 4. We might have a chain.
Yep, that recorder could also be in level 9, so he might need that 5th Triforce and jump into level 9 for the recorder to find level 4. TruantGamer is not going into level 5. It looks like he is headed up, making another play on the Death Mountain. Goes up, yep, he'll go up this ladder and he should find level 3 shortly. Yeah. And he will definitely stick around to dig that, as he knows that's where the bow is located.
Yeah, as far as dungeons go, not that hateful either, so why not stick around and get the item that you know you need?
And our second quest magical sword location holds a potion shop. I want to go back and get that potion.
Yeah, red potions are pretty reasonable in this scene. We got 61 versus 68.
Dodging that blue octonut like Neo in the Matrix there.
Oh yeah, and you don't want to get knocked out right here. You're so far from everything right now.
And here it is, and he will be glad to find a level just up an A and get that health back. But BeeTeas back into level 2. Cannot... I guess he's guessing that this is like the recorder or the silvers. He has the Triforce out of here. We will be a little disappointed to find that wand. If he finds the wand.
Yeah, well, we are speculating. Patra. Yeah, we are speculating that Patra has been guarding that wand pretty heavily. And I forget if you had the red ring first time around.
I don't think he tried to take it out. But TruantGamer was unable to defeat Patra.
True, although maybe BT would just want to get some arrows to make clearing this out faster if he had to make that play.
Well, I'm pretty sure that BeeTeas didn't find the hint regarding the wand here, so I'm sure he's thinking it's something else, something more useful. Now he's been into every level into, he just hasn't cleared out every room.
Yeah, and he didn't visit the Patra this time around either, so it might take him a bit to work his way all the way up to the top there.
TruantGamer finding a compass here. Some one step closer to another Triforce.
I don't see the compass blip. Did he pass it up?
Oh, I thought I saw the compass. Maybe it was a clock or something. It is also sometimes hard to see the compass blip. I think you're right. Must have been mistaken.
Well, we're an hour in. Do you want to do another item tally, or just kind of go over what we don't have yet, as the Wizrobe dances around the map?
I'm looking at the HUD there. I didn't know the blue Wizrobes could get up there. I think he'll have to exit the room to get him out of here.
Yeah, no, I think that Wizrobe's going to get disqualified from a valid speedrun at this point. No longer glitchless.
TruantGamer seeing that hint about the red candle on level 6.
So what are we missing so far? We don't have a white sword, a recorder, silvers, or a boomerang yet, right?
Yeah. Lord Banana's still at large.
But Truant should be happy about getting that bow. Finding an hour in with one Triforce, how do you think you're feeling at this point?
Well, I would never make it to the bracket stage, even though there's these brackets, but I imagine they're both pretty nervous at this point. BeeTeas might be more so, just because he has the knowledge that the ladder was pretty free in level 1. He has the bow. He just can't get this 5th Triforce.
It is certainly elusive, but we're working back north towards that Patra, so let's see if that's the answer. With one heart.
I think it's gotta be.
And no potion either, no letter, so let's see, let's hope this works out for him, maybe.
And Patra is now stuck in this animation, unfortunately.
Oh, don't get dizzy. As a high five in the afterlife.
Yeah. Pretty sure Truant saw that hint to say I'll not save the princess, but he's gonna check out vanilla level 4. Patra fight, take 2 for BeeTeas.
At least his focus is a little bit narrowed on that Patra, and it's close to the start location, so you can keep retrying pretty often if he has to, as we still got more spinning and expanding Patra.
Yeah, BT again getting this cycle in here. But it sounds like your dog doesn't like Patra just as much as we don't.
Yeah, I gotta be quick with the mute button here, because who knows what human or Patra within the 5-mile radius is going to get them to bark, so sorry about that, guys. Just a key.
Just a key. Where is this wand? Yuck.
I think he's as puzzled as we are.
It must be like a blue Wizrobe room or something.
Yes, we didn't have a dig dogger in here or anything to recorder block it, right?
Fairly certain. Speaking of dig dogger, that's what TruantGamer's facing here. This just means that BeeTeas will not be happy at all to find this wand when he does. Just spending so much time here on level 2, and he's just up in hang. He's gonna say nope.
Oh yeah, I'd be pretty tilted at that point, sinking that much time into 2.
He's making the level 6 play. He knows the red candle is somewhere in here, which he will not be interested in. He just wants that Triforce.
Yeah, because we're at a 50-50 chance of everything we need being in
we'll get a bomb upgrade for a little over vanilla, and unfortunately just an extra 3 bombs, but extra 3 bombs is nice to have.
Yeah, certainly, because if we have the world's greatest hide-and-seek champions, we got a lot of bombs, bombable walls in Ganon's castle, you're going to want those bombs. This room, it's all coming back with the Dark Nuts.
Some Land Mola. They may be guarding the Triforce here in level 6.
And they're tough. Oof.
Yep, definitely rolled a little high.
Take one out, despawn the other. Even with surrendering the heart to the mugger, he's still up to 10 hearts at this point and could make a play for a magical sword if he really wanted to.
I didn't even notice that, yep. 10 hearts is our minimum. And it being at the start screen, I can't imagine he'd, not check it.
Good thing those red Dark Nuts rolled so low in HP, because the offense is a little bit lacking in this seed right now.
Those ropes also rolling low. And there's the map. And this is going to be the red ring for Truant. Save him a little bit on that defense, but definitely not the item he was hoping to find.
No, but definitely still pick it up anyway if it's going to be right there. That's 4 times the health for you.
And you spent all this time digging out 7. You're not going to turn down the red ring.
And he already had the Triforce out of there, so he's done with that forever.
He knows he needs to head back up to Death Mountain. Fortunately, going a little too far on that screen scroll. Let's try this again. We got more land mole in level 6.
But when you can stand on top of a box, who cares?
Yep, block clip, one of the easier clips to pull off in the game. Great in land mole rooms, in dark nut rooms.
And that's number 5, so we would expect that he would make a beeline right for 9.
Yep, I would actually, of course, check that magical sword cave real quickly, but I think BeeTeas is feeling the pressure. And still needing to find the silver arrows, he'll be checking staircases in level 9, which having a 50-50 chance for the silver arrows will also have a 50-50 chance for the white sword. TruantGamer in level 1 will pick up his ladder, maybe his power bracelet.
He does have the power bracelet. This is his second trip in here. But so far not opting to buy arrows, so it's going to take him a little while to clear out at least Pole's voice here.
Yep, and BeeTeas in level 9 will be looking for a number of things here. we don't have the audio up. So if chat, you hear the roar of Ganon, please do let us know. That means Ganon will be one room adjacent, northwest, south, or east. He will also be searching for a shutter door that does not open after clearing out the enemies pre-Ganon fight. And then, armed with that book, we'll be looking for those hint rooms as well. There will be a total of 3 possible hint rooms. They could be eaten up by the bait block or a mugger room. But those will tell us the quadrant that the kidnapped is in, quadrant where the beast awaits, the location of the silver arrows, which would also be nice to find. It will either say it is which quadrant that it is in, or it lies elsewhere, which means it would be in level 4. And that's something we don't want to find, being blocked in level 4. And the final possible hint is the enemy set that guards the compass. As TruantGamer picks up the ladder and the Triforce out of level 1. He's up to 3.
Alright, but so far we've got this heavily in BT's favor, but without those silvers, it's still anybody's race.
Yep, and level 9 is known as the Great Equalizer.
I've got a Patrid guarding this 2-block room, so let's see if we got a staircase out of that.
Nope. But here's a staircase. And it's just a transport.
BT's opting not to take staircases as he wants to explore as much of this root area as possible before getting teleported everywhere.
Yep, he's just looking for that item room. Question in chat, does TruantGamer have any advantages? He does have the letter. It is the one thing that he picked up that BT's did not.
And he bought more hints, but at this point most of those have played out. And BT is doing some parkour to get around those red bubbles, but unfortunately not all of them.
TruantGamer maybe gonna show us what level 8 is hiding.
That's true, because if the silvers are in 8, all of a sudden the advantage shifts pretty wildly into his favor, as we couldn't get past that room last time.
Yeah, so there's probably an item, and couldn't even be a Triforce down here as well. So that'll bring him up to 4. And yeah, like you said, if that's the silver arrows, Man, this is going to be another close race.
Because obviously if you're BeeTeas and you don't find silvers here, or you find that it lies elsewhere, this is probably the next place you check, so you don't have to go digging for a dungeon you haven't found yet.
And, you know, at this point... Ooh, there's Lord Banana in level 8. Alright, so
yeah.
BT's odds just increased. Here's a staircase on BT's side. But, yeah, no, the hint for the silvers lie elsewhere would, you know, be a big thing for BT's. But he would still need to find that recorder. Because my guess at this point, the level 4 has to be recorder blocked. Or I guess it could be one of those two ladder spots over on the river.
True, we did not get a check for that, and I think the hint... what was the hint? Step over the water for that, or is that just for some item checks?
No, it could be for those two locations, or a ladder block inside the dungeon. So that could certainly be the step over, reach the recorder. But that wouldn't really... Yeah, no, that wouldn't really help out too much if the recorder isn't for... Oh, get your guesses out, chat. Where is... Ooh, we found the Dark Nuts guard the compass. But get your guesses as to where the silver arrows lie. Is it going to be in level 9? Is it going to be in level 4?
Because right now we could have the white sword in 4, which would leave the recorder and silvers in here, or any other combination.
Lemon Kitsune, we know that level 2 holds the wand.
Which was surprisingly elusive. BT spent a lot of time clearing out rooms. More transports. Oof.
Oh, and we seen from chat that TruantGamer was Dig Dogger blocked out of the Triforce in level 8.
Uh-oh, there's Ganon, but no silver, so we gotta back out.
We are fairly certain that the wand is in level 2. We got a hint saying that the wand, or Dodongo dwells with the wand, and the flags for the hints are set to helpful hints. The old men will not be lying to us.
And BT's gets news right after he doesn't need it anymore.
Here's a Dark Nut room. Oh, no compass, though. Yep, the pig has been discovered, but without silvers, we cannot kill him.
More Dark Nuts. Shut a room anyway, so we gotta clear it out.
Oh, you definitely clear out shutter rooms.
So if it doesn't open, you know you're going there last.
Oh, and there's a mugger room eating up one of our hints in level 9. So our hints are all gone. We know where we had the hint for the beast and the hint for the compass. Last one taken up by that mugger room.
Well, at least the path forward is not mugger blocked, so we don't have to pay a heart penalty. Fighting Dark Nuts in these Chevy rooms are never that much fun. Slow and steady progress, low offense, and these high hit points L's just kind of slows things down a bit, but Truant does get his compass and is heading for the Triforce now.
One more red noodle room.
Gonna lay some mines out for him.
That brings TruantGamer up to 4. Just needs one final Triforce. But BeeTeas is quite the lead here in level 9. You know, over 50% I want to say explored. And he does know where the beast is.
Yeah, and that's just stuff you can't track as knowledge. It's such a good resource to have.
So where does TruantGamer go for his last Triforce? Looks like level 5.
And he already got the item out of here, so he's just looking for a bag of Doritos at this point.
Not even a bag. Just a single chip.
That's true. You can get into Ganon's Tower with just the fun size set of Doritos instead of the family size.
There's the compass. So BeeTeas just needs to find those silver arrows, and he will be finishing this seed up.
We're going to clear out this room because we got a reverse C. Nice multitasking there, laying bombs when he's sorting the other one.
Yep, that was a good double kill for that final pair. And
there they are!
There they are! Nice! Right next to the compass.
So now he just has to make his way to the northwest, and he knows where Zelda is, so Truant's going to need a lot of help if he's going to catch up at this point.
Yep. And as the Shades would say, I'm going to take a play off of his book, if you check your timekeeping devices, you'll see that BeeTeas' time reads go mode.
Now, my watch doesn't have that. That's probably why I don't never win these things.
You gotta fill out the form on the back of the cereal box and send it to the PO.
I'm always so lazy with the mail-in rebates and the box tops. Should pay attention more. Now this is kind of interesting. I mean, BT still has the advantage, but without the letter or the potions, he's going to have to be a little bit careful, as you don't want to have to go back through the entire castle to get back up there if you would die right now.
Very true.
Though he might just skip back because, yeah, it's probably a more efficient route just to go the way he figured out before. So at the end of the day, the only items we didn't know were the recorder and the white sword, and 50-50 and in between level 9 and level 4, but neither of those matter now since we're in the endgame on BT side.
It's that mugger room.
Oh no. Well, we'll try again. This level 9 does not feel very intuitively laid out, with a lot of the transport staircases stacked up so early that we just have to kind of remember which one you took to get it all the way over there. So you picked the right one. It was a pretty direct route. It was within a room or two of Ganon. Truant very briefly fighting the lag boss. Probably desperate for a compass or a Triforce here. He's been level 5 for a little bit here.
He's been in every room. Big Dogger is blocking maybe the Triforce in level 5 here. But here's Ganon on BT's side. Can take one hug.
We do have the red ring, so we got some durability.
We take many hugs.
In a little trouble locking down Ganon right now. Get him, can't get him trapped in the corner because it's always terrible to fight Ganon in a moat room like this.
Yep, definitely not the best.
With this a wood sword, that's a lot of waxed.
Just gotta be careful now.
Whew, close one.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Ooh, that was real close. But he manages to serve up a healthy portion of bacon.
Bacon, it's good for your half heart.
Oh, how does he get back to Zelda? He's gonna up an A. We will be finishing this at sub 90. Definitely on the longer end of these races.
Yeah, not the friendliest seed, because we had a couple Triforces Dig Dog Recorder blocked, and we haven't even found that. And Truant's been nice enough to find both of those blocks. So, still looking for that 5th Triforce over on Truant's side.
He's headed back to level 2.
Smart play. Smallest dungeon that we haven't collected yet.
If he does get this out, this will be the... Oh, there's Zelda on BT's end.
GG's for BT's. What's our time on that?
Like just about 127. And yep, ladder definitely required this seed.
Oh yeah.
And, thinking TruantGamer is going to take a dot forfeit. But
yeah,
good race to both these runners. It wasn't easy.
Absolutely.
See if we can't drag them into chat.
And if you're watching from home, feel free to give these runners a follow here on Twitch, because they worked real hard on this one. So give them a pat on the back.
But BTs will go on to fight.
It's the winner of Slidic and somebody. We're just hanging out for a bit to see if we can get... we got BTs in here in a second. BTs.
Hello.
Congrats on pulling that kind of tough seed out there.
That was turning into a low percent there for a bit.
Yeah, we were pretty fearful for you guys because we never found that recorder or level 4, and we thought that we might have some shenanigans going on with level 9 twice.
Yeah, it looks like 2 of the items are... Or there's a Triforce and an item that appeared to be recorder blocked, so that's what forced me into 9. Unfortunately, I found the arrows before the recorder.
We saw at least one recorder block. There's a Dig Dogger in level 8 guarding the Triforce. We believe another Dig Dogger guarding the Triforce at a level 5.
Yeah. I had I mismarked my map. I put that I had the Triforce in 5, but I didn't, so I just went to level 9 like an idiot,
Yep,
just
yeah,
standing
we
there.
saw that.
We also got Truant in here. Truant, pretty tough round this time.
Yeah, what can you do? It happens.
Pretty valiant effort, though. I mean, we saw you kind of slogging through some tough dungeons on a wood sword. This is pretty an offense light seed here. Do you think?
Yeah, you know, I went into 2 with a potion, hoping to start trying to fight my way through there and get that wand, and after I died, I just said enough of this. I went back, took a gamble on 7 for what was in there, and luckily it was red ring and allowed me to pick up some speed, but I still made a lot of bad mistakes at the end there.
Wait, there's an item in 2?
Yeah.
It is the wand. We saw that via a hint.
I cleared every single room in 2.
We watched you do it too. We were kind of puzzled as to what was going on there. You had a ghosty escape at one point. I don't know if that affected anything.
I hate that guy.
Yeah, we were thinking it was under that Patra, but we saw you clear that out just for a key, so it's hiding in there somewhere really good.
No, it's not there.
Maybe a wall master or something that you just didn't see.
Oh, maybe, but yeah, I was convinced I had to come back with the arrows, so I went out and bought arrows, came back to 2, just killed everything in there, got nothing. I was like, well, I guess I already picked it up, whatever it was, so I'm out.
Yeah, those Pole's voices were really diminishing returns, just trying to bonk those with a wood sword all day. So yeah, arrows were definitely a play, but you just didn't get the payoff for it, unfortunately.
Actually, I did. I used the money from going back to those Pole's voice and got my bomb upgrade out of 6. Used that one to get my Triforce and got out.
Good point.
With that red ring play, though, that choice to dig out level 7 fairly early, I think, was the play to make.
Yeah, I felt really good after I picked up that red ring. I was like, well, we can go back to those dark nuts in 6, but I found the hint saying that it was just a red candle, so I never bothered going back to that reverse C with 8 dark nuts in it.
How you feeling on your next match? You're going to be facing the winner of the match between Slitic and Paratrooper.
Ooh. Give me Paratrooper, please. No, I don't know. After a seed like this, it's just another one of those reminders that, you know, anything can happen at all. It doesn't matter how well I play. Like, it matters if I get trapped in a room with 15 health Wizrobes and fight my way out of it, or, like, just up A. Like, that's the name of the game. It's not, you know, it's not tremendously dependent on skill.
Yeah, luckily, Fred has capped the plus HP increase to just +4 for now.
Yeah, so just 95 health per room is pretty good.
Truant, you have any other words regarding the seed? Any family-friendly words?
Oh, well, if we're putting rules on this, then no.
Alright. Well,
No, I have nothing good to say about this seed. This thing was awful.
But still like
Yes, someone should have finished it well before we did, but either of us, rather.
Well, congratulations on moving on. You'll find out your opponent here in next week or so.
Awesome. When does the bottom bracket switch to Elite 8?
I'm not certain about that.
Two more. So the next one's still going to be this rules. I believe the one after that is going to be on the Elite 8 rules.
Gotcha. I'll quote you on that.
Oh boy, this is my debut. Be nice.
Never. Welcome.
Thank you. But that was a good show from both of you. Well played and just kind of playing with a rough hand there. So good job, guys.